Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be playing another round of my TBR game, Scrabble Picks My TBR. If this is your first time here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, I will link a video explaining the rules of this game in the card. Basically, every month I spell 5 words in a game of Scrabble, and those 5 words are my reading prompts for the month. I get to clean the board and start fresh once I reach 150 points. I can only get the points for the word if I read a book fulfilling that prompt. So before we dive into this month's prompts, let's talk about how I did on last month's TBR. I think I will be able to read all of the books except one. I'm filming this before November is over, so I still have a couple books that I haven't gotten to yet. I've read 3 of them. I believe I will be able to finish reading Cecily by Annie Garthwaite, and so the only book that I don't know if I'll be able to get to is The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff, which is actually right over there. Let me go pick it up. Here it is, The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff. I haven't started this, and I just don't know if realistically I'll be able to finish it. I could surprise myself, but I'm not going to give myself credit for this one. I will be giving myself credit for Cecily, however, because I do believe that I'm going to finish that one, and we'll see. So that means as of the end of November, my final point total is 152. Oh my god, I barely surpassed 150 points, but that means this month I am starting over with a new board. We'll be starting fresh for the December TBR game, and the only book that I have to read this month is The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie. That is my Read Christie pick for the month of December. I usually don't put my Read Christie picks on the TBR. I just, try to challenge myself to read 6 books every month, my Read Christie pick, and my 5 prompts. So probably won't be putting that book on the TBR officially, but we'll see how the prompts turn out. I think that's all the housekeeping we have to discuss, so let's just get started on the final TBR game of 2023. Right, so we're starting fresh with a clean board, and I have all my special tiles. I picked purple because they match what I'm wearing today. So I have the 1 special blank, which is worth 3 points, and the 2 star tiles, which I can use to swap out my letters without any consequences. And that's pretty much it. So let's start off by picking 7 new letters. I, R, O, U, that's 4. Okay, L, 2 more. N, and lastly, A. The word that I'm going to spell, is that centered? I think so. Lunar. And I'm going to read a book that has a moon on the cover. I feel like there has to be something. So that is only 5 points to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's a start. Actually, every single letter I pulled was only 1 point, so whatever, but we'll start with 5. Lunar for 5 points. All right, so the first prompt is lunar. If you actually look up lunar, According to Google, the definition of lunar, according to Oxford Languages, is of, determined by, or resembling the moon. So I spelled this prompt thinking I would pick a book with a moon on the cover. However, according to that definition, I could also do something with an object resembling the moon, not the moon itself. And that works out well because there was a book that I was hoping to read sometime soon called The Golden Age of Murder by Martin Edwards. And I think this, gold circle on the cover, that you could say that resembles the moon, so I'm counting it. The Golden Age of Murder is a nonfiction book about the Detection Club, and the Detection Club is an organization dating back to 1930, I think, that still exists to this day. It's a group of crime writers based in London. Its members have included Agatha Christie, Dorothy L. Sayers, G.K. Chesterton, Marjorie Allingham, and lots of other Golden Age writers. The so-called golden age of detective fiction was during the 1920s and 30s, and if you've been watching my writing vlogs, my current manuscript, nicknamed Project Dagger, is set during the golden age of detective fiction, so I wanted to learn a little more about some of the authors who were writing during this period, and that's why I've really been wanting to read this nonfiction book about the Detection Club. Blank. A, E, C, and, upside down, M. I am going to spell the word crime, read a book with a crime in it. And this has the triple letter on the M, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 points. So I will read a book with a crime in it. I am a murder mystery girly, so I should have plenty of books to choose from for this one. All right, next. Crime. So I'm going to read a book with a crime of some sort in it, and this prompt really doesn't narrow down my choices at all because I love to read murder mysteries, so there are probably maybe hundreds is exaggeration, but like a majority of the books on my TBR involve a crime of some sort because I love a murder mystery plot. So I really could go in so many different directions with this. And I think because of the season, I'm going to choose The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. This is a novella that just came out. Hopefully I'll be able to purchase it on the Kindle app on my phone because I don't have a physical Kindle, but my library doesn't have this book. And I don't really want to pay $20 for a book that's like 100 pages long. So hopefully I'll be able to get an ebook on my phone. This is a novella following an American college student whose name's Ashley, I think, and she's invited to go to England to stay at this manor house for the holiday season. However, what seems like a dream getaway turns sinister when the family is questioned about a brutal slaying. Then we also have, I think, their diary entries from 30 years later talking about the aftermath of that infamous Christmas trip. So I think this is a good choice because I have read a lot of Peter Swanson books. He's a bit hit and miss for me, but a quick, murdery Christmas novella sounds fun. So that's what I'm gonna pick for this prompt. Hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on a copy. If I can't, future me is gonna insert a clip here and let you know. So that's my next pick for this month's TBR. S. Oh, N? It's an N. N. D. And lastly, O. Okay. For this prompt, I'm going to have a prompt I don't think I've actually ever used before in this game, surprisingly. And that's mood. So I will read just whatever I am in the mood for. Nothing special there, I don't think. Nope. So that will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for mood. Next up, mood. This is self-explanatory, a mood read. And I did have a vlog that I was thinking about filming in December. I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen or not, but I'm tentatively saying it's a go. So I'm not gonna tell you what I'm picking for this prompt right now. I'm just gonna see what my mood is like, how I'm feeling. But I think I might pick one of the books for this vlog I've been thinking about making. And let's just say, perhaps you've already seen a book that would fit in that vlog in this TBR video. That's all I'm saying. So you'll just have to subscribe and keep an eye out. H. Okay. Upside down, but it's a U. And this is the last one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna dig down there and get one from the bottom. Okay, and it's in X. Right. Sorry, thinking about how I need to spell this upside down. I'm gonna use my regular blank and save my special blank for later because there's still a lot of game left. But I'm gonna spell house and read a book that has a house on the cover, or a house could be in the title too. Like, I could think of at least one example off the top of my head. I feel like I should have a decent number of choices for this. I feel like there are several thrillers or historical fiction books that have a house on the cover, so I should have a couple different choices for this one. And this is going to be worth nothing under there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 7. Again, 7 again. All right. Next, house. A book that has a house on the cover or house in the title. For this, I think I'm going to choose The Family Game by Catherine Steadman, solely for the fact that I believe people have mentioned that this book takes place around Christmas. I wouldn't classify it as a Christmas book, but apparently, like, it's this time of year when the book is set, so now seems like a good month to read it. The Family Game follows Harry. Harry is a woman, by the way. I'm assuming her full name is like Harriet or something. And Harry is a novelist. She is engaged to a man named Edward. Her and Edward are going to spend Christmas with his very wealthy family who come from this old money background. However, Harry's prospective father-in-law, Robert, slips her a cassette tape which contains some secrets, and Harry finds herself drawn into the Holbeck family's twisted Christmas tradition. This book kind of sounds like that movie with Samara Weaving, I think is her name, Ready or Not. I actually haven't seen that movie because I don't like scary movies, but I remember seeing the commercials all the time when it came out, and that movie is about a woman who marries into this wealthy family, and after her wedding, they all hunt her down and try to kill her. So this sounds kind of like that. It seems like this family is playing some very messed up game with her. I don't know. We'll see what I think of this. Since part of the book takes place at Christmas, I think it's a perfect December read, and we'll see how it goes. R. U. A. And W. I am going to spell award, and read a book that has won or been nominated for an award. Could be anything from the Goodreads Choice Awards to the Pulitzer Prize. I'll see. I think I'll be able to find something, you know. And let's see, how many points is that? We have 2 double letters, one of which is on the W, so that's good. So that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, if I did my math correctly. 14 points for that. So finally, award. A book that has won or been nominated for an award. I decided, since the Goodreads Choice nominees were recently announced, that I would look at the Goodreads Choice Awards and see what was nominated this year, what was nominated last year. Are there any books on my TBR that have been nominated or won? And you know what book? I just love it when everything works out. You know what book was nominated for Best Mystery Thriller in 2022? The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff. I love it when things work out for me. Sometimes this game's mean to me, and sometimes everything works out. And this is one of those moments, you know? I had this book from the library. I was going to read it in November. Probably won't get to it, but now I can renew it and read it for the December TBR. I love that for me. I'll summarize this book very quickly because obviously I talked about it in my last TBR, but this is a thriller following a writer named Wiley Lark. She is at this house where I believe murders occurred in the past during a snowstorm. So she's there during a snowstorm, and a child appears out in the snow. So she lets the child into the house, but soon discovers that they're being watched and there is someone out there who will do whatever it takes to find them. So this is going to be the final book on the December TBR. And I'm happy that we ended on this positive note. All right, everyone. So those are my December TBR prompts, and the tiles I will be carrying over to next month will be an N, an X, and a U. So everyone, those are going to be my December TBR picks. You'll have to stay tuned to see what I choose for the mood read prompt and figure out what this reading vlog is about, this reading vlog that I'm planning to film. All in all, I feel pretty good about this TBR. I feel optimistic about it. We'll see how it goes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. My social media links are also in the description if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads, though I will admit I have not posted on my Bookstagram in months. I'm sorry. I am the worst, but you can still go check those social media links out if you want to follow me on those other platforms. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I hope you have a captivating rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you next time.